yesterday, right after lunch, I went onto YouTube to basically start scripting my videos because I had a bit more time. I had edited my videos earlier, and then I went on YouTube to try and spark some idea into my head for a video. And I searched up self-improvement because that's what we're talking about. And then this video comes up that I just glanced through it. And the basic premise of the video was, self-improvement is a bit too much mumbo jumbo, and life should be a lot more simpler. You should enjoy everything in moderation. And a lot of the comments actually agreed to it. A lot of you may disagree with, oh, you should not read the comments, but I actually do. I think sometimes reading the comments is actually beneficial, especially if you're a YouTuber and you're making video, because you want to gather everyone's opinion. And most people agreed to it, the fact that life should be lived in moderation. If you guys don't know what moderation is, it's basically like you do a bit of work and then you do a bit of that, you do a bit of everything. It's not like you go extreme and cut something out and you're working fully. It's not that. You're living a bit more balanced life, basically. For the first time when I read these comments and after watching the video, I straight away disagreed with everything that was being talked about. I did not believe that you should be living in moderation, because that's a life that the average person lives. It's not like the average person's watching Netflix all day. Obviously they do some work, but they do some work and then they watch Netflix and then they eat some junk food, drink alcohol on the weekends. If that is moderation for you, then obviously I'm going to disagree. But the thing is, as you go on your self-improvement journey over time, you will develop this almost second sense where you look at yourself from a different angle. Where, let's say you have a thought, it's almost like your brain will detach from your soul and will look at you in a different way. So imagine I'm here and then another version of me is looking at myself. It's difficult to explain, but you will develop that. And the moment I had that thought, literally a few minutes later, I started asking myself, okay, why did I think this way? Why did I not agree to this? Because if you look at it, on one hand we have a lot of self-improvement YouTubers who say to go to the extreme, to work all day, grind all day to achieve the success that you want. And on the other hand, you have a few YouTubers, not few, many, but saying that you should take things a bit more lightly, and self-improvement life is not that serious. And if you ask me where I fall, I think I fall a bit of in between both. I do think, especially in the beginning years of your success journey, where you're trying to achieve something, you have to go to extreme levels. You have to kind of have that mindset and be prepared to, do things the entire day, go past your bedtime and all this stuff. You have to kind of have that mindset. I'm not saying you have to take things too far. Obviously, there's a limit, but I do think you have to go towards a more extreme level, and you can't rely on, oh, let me just have a bit of balance kind of a lifestyle. But obviously, if you've already achieved a bit of success and you're doing well, in terms of your wealth and whatever, your mental health is in a good place, then I do think you can have a bit more leeway with stuff. You can have things in moderation, because I don't believe, throughout your life you're going to be working 24/7. That can't be your life. Like, we're doing this work because we want to get to a level where we feel free. We don't have to be slaves to the 9 to 5 world. That's why we're doing all this stuff. So I do think in the beginning period it is important, but as you progress, I think you can have a bit more of a leeway. And the funny thing is, when you actually make a bit of progress and when you start taking time off, have a bit more of a balanced lifestyle, I do think you will actually make more progress compared to when you were working all day. Because you got to realize that, imagine a cliff, okay? This is the most basic example ever. And there's a huge freaking rock, 500 pounds. And it takes a long time to get it to the edge of the cliff, a long time. But the moment it goes over, it'll reach the ground in a couple of seconds, which is like, that's literally my point here. You pushing that rock to the edge of the cliff is the beginning years of your work. And after that, it'll just snowball into something better and better and better. And you won't even actually, the effort that you're putting in won't be equivalent to the amount of results you get. Forget what I'm saying, but that's where I fall in between. And I think you need to live life in moderation, especially if things are coming in between every time in your life where you're not able to get your work done. You have to have a serious look at it and say, okay, look, man, I need to get things more in order. I need to be more consistent with my routine, or else I'm not going to make it anywhere. So that's the mindset. And I've been getting a few comments, not few comments, like very few comments actually, on the fact that why people should listen to me, because I don't have all the experience. I'm only 18. My simple reply to that is that no one's forcing you to watch this channel. Okay, none of your comments actually bother me, because sometimes I get comments, ignore the haters or whatever. Like, bro, don't even type that. I understand what you're saying, but I don't care about these haters, bro. Like, why are you even like watching my video if you don't like? It's stupid to me. But whatever, bro. You can go and watch a 30-year-old talk about his experience, bro. Like, I'm talking about my experience. 18 years is a decent level of life. Okay, I'm not a freaking 10-year-old on self-improvement. I'm an 18-year-old, and I think I know a bit of stuff. Whatever. But